Welcome back. So we have gone through the first 3 steps. So you've got your offer, you've figured out what you're going to sell, you've got a way to capture leads, and you've got traffic. So you're getting visitors to see your lead capture page and to enter their information. So now the next step, step 4, is to follow up with those people that have entered their email that have requested more information from you. And a lot of sales are going to be made from the follow-up process, a lot more than initially. When people first visit your site, they don't know you, they may not know quite yet if they can trust you or not, and so they're not quite as likely to buy. Now, you're always going to have, take a step back, you will probably have some people that will buy initially, but you're going to get better conversions by following up. And this is a rule in Sales 101. This also applies to online marketing. And the more you stay in front of people, the more they get to know you, they get to know your message, they get to know, like, and trust you, the more likely they are to buy. And so in the follow-up process, the number one, the absolute most important thing that you can do is to give them value. And people have trusted you with their email address. They've trusted you with their phone number or whatever piece of information you've gotten from them. So you want to make sure that you're repaying that trust by giving them the information that they've requested and giving them more information about that topic that they've requested information on. So I've said this before in the previous sessions, but the more value you can provide to people, the better conversions you're going to get. And it's just a simple fact. And think about it in your personal experience. More than likely, you're on a number of different email lists, and you get some emails that are just total spam. You get others that are just nonstop trying to sell you something, and it's a new product every single day or every single week. They've got something new. And how do you look at that? You probably don't like it. You probably aren't like, oh, here's my credit card, let me buy whatever the new thing is you're telling me is the best this week, and then next week, let me get the next best thing. But you probably are on some list too where people are giving you tremendous value. They're giving you the information you requested, they're giving you more information, they're giving you free information that you haven't even paid for, and maybe you didn't even know that you needed. And so again, the more value you can give, the better conversions you're going to have, the better people are going to like you, and the less people that are going to say, hey, I don't want to receive any more emails from you. The next thing to keep in mind is to stay on topic. Depending what your offer is or what page they enter their information, if they enter their information on a page where you said, hey, learn these 5 tips on how to lose weight, and then all of a sudden you're sending them some offer about how they can make money selling the product, it's not very topical. It's a lot less chance that they're going to be interested in that. So you want to stay on topic. You want to stay on that weight loss theme. You might say how to build muscle, how to burn fat, how to get the most from your gym workout. And staying on this topic is what's going to keep people engaged and keep people reading your emails. Now, if you are a network marketer and that is what you're ultimately trying to get to is the business option, this may not be the best place to promote it. You may want to wait until people are actually buying your product. And a big reason behind this is if they're not interested enough to spend the $50 or the $20 to buy whatever it is you're selling, they're probably not going to spend $500 or $5,000 depending on the program that you're in. They're not going to spend that to sign up as a distributor. If they don't trust the product enough to try it themselves, the chances of them trusting it enough to partner with them and start a business with them is probably pretty slim. So just keep that in mind. The next thing is to balance frequency. And this is a thing that is highly debated in internet marketing circles. You will get advice all over the board of what people say. I've heard people say you should email your list 2 times a day. I've heard people say 3 times a week. I've heard once a week. I've heard once a month. I've heard all kinds of different things. And what I've really learned is it all depends on your list, on the market that you're in, and your level of time. Are people going to get results emailing twice a day? Absolutely. Are people going to get results emailing once a month? Absolutely. So it really depends. When you talk to a lot of people, they're going to say, geez, twice a day, that's way too much. But I invite you to look at it from this perspective. People that are fans of the Oprah Winfrey Show, they watch that show every single day. If the show wasn't on the air, they would be saying, where's Oprah? What's going on? This same thing can apply to your list. That if they hear from you every single day, then they're going to start to expect from you. So if you miss a day, then they might say, hey, what's going on? And they may send you messages, things like that. But you are going to turn off some people. It's just a fact that it's just the way that it is. So you need to find the balance that works right for you. My recommendation would be emailing your list at least 3 times a week. Staying in front of them, building that rapport, making sure they remember who you are. In my opinion, if you email only once a month, they're going to quickly forget who you are, and they're more likely to mark your message as spam because they're like, I have no idea who this guy is, and they won't remember who you are. So again, my recommendation, I would say at least 3 times a week, but it's really up to you and what you want to do. The next thing is you want to make sure in your emails that you're having a call to action, that you're telling people what to do. And you don't have to do this in every single email, but if you want people to buy your product, you're going to need to tell them, hey, go to this page and buy the product. And this is one of the main rules in marketing. They say it's marketing 101, is to tell people what to do. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive. Most people are like, I don't want to be told what to do. But in reality, we do want to be told what to do. Think about your everyday life. When you go to the airport, there's signs everywhere telling you, go here, do this, do that. You know, you start a new job and they give you paperwork that says do this and do this, and you have to do, you know, go through this checklist and get all these things done. People don't like being ordered to do something, but when you tell people what to do, people are more likely to do whatever it is that you're saying. So find a friendly way, find a nice way to give them a call to action, but make sure you're telling them, you know, if they liked your message and they're like, what is the next step? What do I do? You want to make sure that you're telling them what they should do if they want to buy whatever it is you're selling. And the last one, and this rule is kind of a 2-part thing, but it's to never quit. So the first part of it is you don't ever want to stop emailing your list. You want to email them until they do one of 3 things: until they buy from you, until they unsubscribe, or until they die. Or should I say until you die, because you probably won't know when they will. Their email address will probably still be open, but you never want to quit emailing your list. And this is something that I had a hard time getting over, is it's like, well, I don't think that they want to hear from me. I don't think they want to keep getting these messages. But the fact is, if they don't want to get your emails anymore, they will just click the unsubscribe button, or they'll send you an email that says, hey, quit sending me messages. And of course, with everything, you're probably going to have some people that are rude, but screw them. Who cares? Don't worry about those people. But you want to stay in front of people. I have heard from a lot of people that they have a list that's maybe 3-4 years old, and they've been mailing people that have been on their list since day 1. And after 3 years, all of a sudden that person comes out of the woodwork and buys and says, I've been watching you for years, and you've just become like a pillar, and I always know you're going to be there, and I can trust you, and here's my credit card. I want to go into business with you. So just make sure that you don't quit. You continue to follow up with those people. If they don't want to receive it, they'll let you know. The second part to the never quit is, this is with internet marketing and with any sort of business. Don't ever quit. When you quit, you failed. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep pressing on, you can achieve success. You can achieve results. So with all of these things that I'm teaching you here, they're great. But if you try it for a week and say, well, I didn't make any money, I'm just going to give up, then you wasted all that time, all that money, and all that energy. So don't ever give up. When you continue to do these things, you're going to get better, you're going to learn more, you're going to learn more tricks and more things and more little nuances that there's no way I or anybody else could ever teach you. You're going to learn far more by doing and applying and doing it every single day and staying consistent than you ever will from any course. So this is something, again, this is something I actually struggled with in the past, is I jumped from thing to thing to thing. And it just seems like, well, this product, it just doesn't work for this reason or that reason, or I don't like this company because this guy said something that I don't agree with. But really, if I look at the scene of the crime, at every one of those incidents, it involved me. Because all of those companies had people that were succeeding. They had people that were succeeding at very high levels. So the only thing that was consistent across all of those different things was me. So when I gave up, I lost all the traction that I had built from working with that company and from doing things. So if I can give you this one piece of advice from all of these trainings or everything that I've learned, it's just simply don't quit. Stick with it and achieve the success that you want. So sorry to be a little bit in your face, but it's something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I just wanted to share it with you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button, click the share button, leave a comment below. Again, that's my call to action on this video. But I appreciate you watching, and you have a great day.